Hey guys, this is Brian Sykes with AI Explorer. I wanted to introduce you to a product that I've gained access to. This is Krea.AI, and the front portion of this, the basic access that everybody has, is similar to other platforms you found in the AI space, like Leonardo, like Midjourney, like DALL-E 3, like Stable Diffusion. One of the differences here is it has a canvas interface, which is really interesting, where you're able to come in and create a prompt, see the results, and basically drag the desired results to the canvas. And each of these, if I click on them, it actually will give me the information about that prompt that was used to generate this image, with the dimensions, the guidance that was applied, the seed, all of those kind of things, which is really kind of interesting. You'll see here this is 25%, so I can adjust the scale of what I'm viewing and move the canvas around to engage with it. You've got some selection tools up here at the top that allows you to move things around or select. I can hold the space bar and move images around so I can kind of look at the visuals. And as you've worked with other Stable Diffusion platforms, you can choose the different models that you'll work from. So this is the same prompt applying different models for guidance, and this is just kind of gives you an idea of total new interpretations of each of the images that range from photorealistic to more animated or illustrated styles. And the quality on this part is not quite up to par to what we've seen with maybe Midjourney or Musava or DALL-E 3. You see just kind of the pixelation or the graininess of the images when they're to be photo quality. But overall, this is still pretty good. But that's not the claim to fame of Krea and what they're doing right now. Let me show you what is possible. So like I've already shown you, your basic select tools, your generative tools, how you can kind of come in here and do things very similar to what we've looked at. You've got your different models that you can work from. The Krea models, you can upload your own models. There's also community models that's been uploaded. And then if you've got favorites, you can work from those. This is all great, but let me show you where the fun is. If I click on main menu, it's going to take me back and go back to the dashboard. And this is the new thing that Krea's created. It's called real-time generation. And what they've been able to do is add a live iteration of LCM LoRa's within the application. Let me run this and actually show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so what you're seeing here is just a real fast render on the left, and this is my drawing board, and then to the right is how Krea interprets the visuals that you're seeing on the left. Now, there's some basic options over here on the side of no style, photoreal, and as I'm clicking these, you're seeing the changes take place in real time. Illustration, bloom, and product. Okay, also down below you'll see mine simply says here glass bowl filled with flowers. You can get more specific with this just as you would with any of the other applications if you used generative AI, but this is where things get really interesting. Okay, so if I select any of the individual drawing elements, I can manipulate that, and as I do, notice what happens in real time with the image on the right is it's being manipulated as well. You can select, you can change colors, and as I make changes to these things, it's affecting in real time what you're seeing on the other side. But we're not stuck with just this. I can literally select the entire canvas. And in real time, you're seeing the renders take place on the right-hand side. You can add to this as well. So I can choose a color. I'm going to go towards more of a brown. Not quite the color exactly I was looking for, but notice what happens. It creates this table type surface. So everything that I do in manipulation of the image base, it's constantly making those adjustments and tweaks to the image itself. Okay. Then to do a restart on the entire canvas, then you just clear the canvas. We start all over again. And we can start with whatever kind of prompt we're interested in. I'll just do some basic shapes here. All right, so without any kind of direction, it's just going to draw. It's going to create something, and then you can come in and give it interpretation of what it needs to be drawing or what it needs to be seeing. Okay, so right now, nothing happening here of any real interest, except for some basic shapes. Okay. Now, I can come in and then begin describing what this is supposed to be. Right now, the default of the last thing I had in here is what's showing up, but Stan the Steampunk Cowboy Astronaut. This has been one of my go-tos for a long time now. And what you're seeing is how it interprets that. So this is under the product category, but I can then try this out on other things. So there's bloom, there's illustration, there's photoreal. Okay, now let's take this and change the color. So as I make changes and adjustments, in real time we're watching these renders take place. Also, by adding color in different ways, it can totally change things. Okay, so if nothing's selected, choose my paintbrush, come in here with the bright color. You can change your background. You can actually apply colors in different spaces. So by applying this, it recognizes it and applies it as though there's highlights coming from that side. Okay, and all of this can be resized, tilted and rotated. In real time, the LCM LoRa is able to create as I'm making manipulation. Now, there's not a whole lot of control in the sense of exactly what I'm going to get. Now, I can define and give more parameter details to my prompt, but again, this is sort of the limitation and then the coolness factor of this tool. All right. When you got something that you like, you can download it, but you also have the Enhance beta. You can see it counting down as it's going through the process of enhancing. Right, and you can download that file. The other thing that's possible with this platform, which is really interesting, I'm going to do a reset, clear the canvas. You also have an option of using an external program. So if I click on use external program, I'm going to go to a window and I'm going to choose Photoshop that I already have opened in another screen. And there is my Photoshop file. Okay. All right, so because I'm able to resize, then anything that I do on my Photoshop screen, I'm able to then see. So if you're more comfortable with working inside of Photoshop, I'm drawing in my Photoshop application. There's my big old smiley face. But what you're seeing is how it's going to interpret this image. All right, so this is Krea. Krea is going to be a very interesting tool for a lot of creatives to jump into and explore. Just wanted to give you guys a quick exploration of the tool and some of the things that's possible with it. Look forward to seeing what other people create as they gain access.